Thank you. Thank you, Secretary Gonzales, for your introduction. Incoming President, Attorney Rafael Morales of the Philippines, Incumbent President Libby, other officials of the Inter-Pacific Bar Association. First of all, Attorney Morales, the new President of IBPA, congratulations. And to all our delegates from the Pacific region, welcome to the Philippines. I'm glad that you have chosen for your conference theme, Legal Practice, Coping with Diversity and Change. Indeed, a timely choice. I was told that your conference sessions will cover the global credit crisis, law firm continuity, and other major risk issues. They say that a lawyer's practice, unlike other livelihoods, is recession-proof. In good times, when the economy is booming, you need a lawyer to set up a company, do the paperwork to obtain the financing, draft employment contracts. And when things turn bad, the same lawyer can help you close the company, restructure the debt, and retrench workers. But I understand that in these particular global times of today, these especially tough times, even lawyers are feeling the crunch as well. That well-established law firms are downsizing offices around the world, that layoffs are tracking the reported downturn in revenues of law firms. Timely, therefore, to talk about continuity. We must tackle many challenges at once to keep our economies and way of life going strong. On the part of the Philippine government, for instance, we must live within our means and run a lean, efficient government. This includes fiscal prudence and efforts to work towards a balanced budget, all the while simultaneously investing in key programs for our people, and that is a challenge indeed. But also, we should be ready to take full advantage of a rebound if it happens soon. According to Ben Bernanke of the US Fed, there are signs the sharp decline in the US economy is slowing, indicating a first step toward recovery. The Japanese Prime Minister refers to a few glimmers of hope. China's stimulus package is working. The pickup in China will strongly support growth in the rest of Asia by raising demand for commodities and products, says the World Bank. IMF Managing Director Dominic Strauss-Kahn says, free fall may be abating. It will probably have much more to go before these bits of good news we are hearing really becomes a positive trend. But just as bad news should not take us by surprise, recovery should also be prepared for. And I think the law profession should be part of those preparing for that. So in the Philippines, as we implement a fiscal stimulus package to create and keep jobs, we also proceed with the groundwork to enhance our business environment. And that includes the regulatory framework. There is the new program of Secretary Gonzales and the Department of Justice, granting instant visas to foreign business locators who will employ at least 100 local people. There is the accelerated anti-smuggling and anti-tax evasion programs being run by the Department of Finance so that legitimate businessmen will not feel the challenges from unfair competition. And there is a tight price watching by the Department of Trade and Industry. And yesterday, I signed a law increasing government insurance coverage on individual bank deposits. On your part, as lawyers, because of your expertise and the ethics of your profession, you're in a unique position to help solve part of the crisis, and that is the crisis of pinpointing responsibility. If we recall, how did this crisis begin? Well, first of all, there was the combination of the high prices of food and oil early last year, and then there was a subprime credit crisis. Well, how did the subprime credit crisis happen? Because there was very little monitoring of subprime credit activities. So the hot money moved from subprime to commodities. Prices of oil and rice went up some more, and the credit crunch in the subprime deepened, and it spread to even the A-rated corporations. And when that happened, then everything broke loose. So a lot of it had to do with accountability, pinpointing responsibility. And as lawyers, you can be the one to teach that lesson to your clients. You can seek to ensure that from now on, if they have not done so, your clients comply not just with the letter, but also with the spirit of the law. Because we have seen how not doing that can result in a global crisis. So instead of trying to bend the law to suit your client's interests, now as your contribution to recovery and sustained recovery, we count on you to creatively recast the interests of your clients to conform to the law. As lawyers, you indeed have the responsibility to lead a crusade for selflessness and especially for respect for the rule of law. Whether you are a managing partner of a big corporate law firm or a single practitioner in your hometown, a lawyer is bound by your moral obligation to help people not only achieve their objectives, but to achieve them responsibly, because you're the ones who can advise them on what the law expects of them. And on your part, not just as lawyers, but as people. And on the part of your clients as people. Now is the time for pulling together and focusing on family and the community. Over and above your work as lawyers, we must initiate a new era of volunteerism and community spirit. This should include the government, religious, civic groups, and non-government organizations like the bar associations, harnessing our people to engage in coordinated volunteer activities. In other words, aside from focusing on your work, which is so crucial for bringing the world back to recovery, we should focus on non-core activities, non-core initiatives like cleaning up our environment, building parks, planting trees, bringing comfort to the poor through food banks, bringing the dignity of literacy to adults who cannot read. And I am certain that the Inter-Pacific Bar Association is one organization that has the capability to take this ethic to heart. Once again, to Attorney Morales, we are proud to have you, a Filipino, head the Inter-Pacific Bar Association. Congratulations on your takeover in 2 days from now. And to the delegates, may you all thrive in your profession, not just for the luster or the wealth that your profession brings, but for the opportunity it gives to each one of you to make a difference in our people's lives, especially now that there is a great change happening in the world, and especially because as Inter-Pacific, you do deal with diversity. Good luck to all of you, and may you have more power as you cope with diversity and change. Mabuhay to all of you. Thank you.